And then
Hey,
I said, he's gay. I mean, what? Oh, sorry.
What's
Hi.
up? It's never a Tales of Arvyre time without my players playing jokes on me as I unmute. You know what? And that's fine. And that's okay. What is up,
Just how
guys?
it is.
Welcome to Season 5. Season 5. Tales of Arvyre.
Five whole seasons.
5 whole seasons of tabletop madness, of good DM all the time. Surely never just okay DM. No, but
Yep,
what's up, guys?
Never because.
How you guys doing? Did you enjoy the break?
We're
Yeah.
vibing. Yeah, finally I had time to myself on my Tuesday evenings. It was it was riveting.
You're like, wow, I can actually just release all this good music just on Tuesday? Like,
whoa.
On a Tuesday.
I put in like 50 hours on Elden Ring.
Yeah,
I put man.
about that. Don't. Yeah.
God damn.
My life, I'm consumed.
The Elden Ring moment. Surely I've put about a lot of hours in on Elden Ring.
I'm still
Steam gave me the past 2 weeks hours thing today, and I was like, ooh.
Hey man,
I can't actually play anymore because I'm on 369.5 hours.
Jeez.
No, you need to get to 420 hours. That's your
True.
That's my goal, dude.
And then I need to stop playing.
I'm gonna wait till 500 hours, and then I'm gonna fight Radon.
Jesus.
Copium. But yeah, it's good. It's good to be back with you guys. Well, previously on Tales of Arvyre, the party was returned to the city of Woodside and had a bit of a adventure there, helping thwart a gang from controlling the city, and also protecting Emma from an old, new adversary, William B. Rude, and felling him in combat. After some time, a couple months in Woodside, the caravan decided to move on and made their journey from Woodside to the walled Castellum into the kingdom of Arven. But on the way into the kingdom, the party was ambushed by the Order of the Old Ones, seeking to kill Emma and them in the process. After felling the Order of the Old Ones and their constructed dragonic bone creature, they were assisted by the immortal Elise, who kind of quickly brushed the party off and took the bone skeleton and let the party head on their way. And right now the party has made their way to the port city of Albin. But let's do a little backtracking for that. For what happened to Coot in that time before?
What did happen?
As Coot was asleep in the cart that whole time. So Coot.
Yes.
You awaken some days back, kind of actually right before you guys are about to leave the day, that night where you guys are about to leave Woodside. Actually, kind of it's the evening, kind of before you guys leave. What was Cooch trying to take care of kind of prior to leaving?
Well, yeah, I was more or less trying to get any final bits of knowledge for Jizo that is needed from Sir what's his face that keeps evading my mind. I can't remember.
Mihagen.
Yes, Sir Mahogany. Yes, that's right.
Mahogany, for sure. You find Mihagen's kind of tent. It's open still, even at this time. Yeah, but he's not outside of it like usual.
I guess I'll just go inside.
Just
peep my head in.
You see the Goliath man kind of lumbering over some notes and placing some charms and things around his tent. See you coming, he's like, "Oh, my feathered friend. How may I help you this evening? Strange for you to stop by."
Ah, Mihagen. Just wanted to check in with you, because I'm about to head out with the convoy soon, tomorrow morning.
Oh, so you're moving on. Oh.
Yes, indeed. I just wanted to, we'll give you ultimate thanks, for helping me, manhandle this little water devil I have with me, but I wanted to touch base with you again. Does any final tips that you can sort of give me before I head off, for that matter?
And you see kind of, as you look at him, you see on his shoulder, you see Pisho, the kind of the fire spirit. That's our spirit that's on his shoulder. He's like, Do we tell him, Pisho? Do we tell him? Well, I do. You're keeping your spirit in a water flask? This is not correct? Water flask?
Yes. Water skin, yeah.
Skin. This is not proper to do so. And you'll see, he'll pull out, you'll see on his person, you probably haven't seen this before, but you see on his person that he has, kind of a small, kind of pouch, kind of underneath his arm. And you see, kind of runes drawn on it. And they seem to, glowing red. This is the first time you noticed this on him.
Yeah.
For me, I keep Pisho here, and he will pull it out and kind of open up the pouch, and it's like a burning ember, always just lightly burning. Not even, and it seems to just always be there's certain level of flame. It's it'll close it back up. It's so, where did you say your caravan was heading? If you mind me asking.
We're continuing to head north, I believe, to the wall.
Okay, to the wall. Are you by chance going to the port city?
I presume so.
I see. So, I will give you something, but I will have to call on a favor to someone not me before. She will not be pleased that I am doing so, but it is okay. But she can make you something that will house your spirit in a more suitable place. And you'll see him kind of rummage. He's like, let me find it. And you see him kind of rummage through his things, and he pulls out this cat. It looks to be a much bigger water crystal than the small one that he gave you before. This one is about the size of almost like a cylinder. My head,
There's many sizes, Josh. Just
a Pringles can. I don't know why
Okay.
I don't know why that image came into my
Okay.
my. It's like almost like a Pringles can size. He's like, well, and this is like a crystal that's like not even shaped. It's just a large crystal. Like, I got this for you. During your time here, I procured a suitable water crystal that can house Jizo. Instead of him being in just this water skin, this will help you connect with him better as well. When you're in Albin, find Aliphae. Look for her, and she should be able to make this thing that you can carry with you, and also bring out more properties of the spirit. And he'll kind of wrap it in just a cloth and give it to you. It seems like cold and cool to the touch, almost like, you know, like lukewarm water kind of vibe.
And so do I give the crystal to Aliphae to make the pouch? Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Or okay.
It will be. He'll pull out his one. He's like, mine is a bit different to always keep this flame burning. Yours will take on a different shape for the elemental that you have. But with it, you should be able to have a better connection with Jizo. Like I said, just give her my name, whatever cost. There might not be a cost. She likes to work on strange things. And good luck on your journey. You may need
Thank
it.
you.
And
Yes.
he'll hand that over to you and like let you kind of go out into the night. And kind of at this time, you see Salad Man kind of like scratching his head, like, man, I could get rid of him, or like I could. And he seems to be like distressed about something.
I'll go over to Salad Man. Be like, yo, Salad Man. Sort of
He's
dap him up.
He's
Like,
like,
yo,
he's like,
what's up, bro?
he's
What's on your mind, bro?
he's like, well, he's like, oh, cooked, right? Yeah. So I got these herbs, a little bit left over, but they might go bad if I didn't really sell them today. So just trying to think about how I can get rid of them. Well, hey, could you take them off my hands?
Yeah, what are they specifically?
They help with sleep.
I mean, sure. I guess why not? Yeah, I'll mind.
Yeah,
I'll
I mean
take
they should still be good. But yeah, I mean you could have them. Well, for small or for actually discounted, surely. Honestly, like probably 3 gold on.
Oh, 3 gold. Oh yeah, dude. Here you go.
And he gives you like a small, like a very small pouch of these kind of sleeping herbs. You know, he's like, thanks. You really, you're doing me a good favor here. Oh, I see your caravan's all packed up. You guys leaving or leaving already?
Yeah, heading up north, man, to Port City. So,
Oh, geez, I haven't been to Arvin in a long time. Oh, have fun up there. And you kind of see him kind of closing up the tent. And kind of at this time, you see just your caravan packing up. Was there anything else Kooked would be doing kind of before the caravan would leave the next day?
more or less just like packing up the sort of miscellaneous things. shoving it into his backpack, I guess, and then sort of just preparing for the morning. So that'll be it.
Now flash forward. No, you all have made the journey through, and after this fight, you had make the next week and a half. I would say, Kook, you wake up that day. I guess the kind of a couple of hours after the fight. And what is everyone doing on this like next week and a half that you all need to make your way to Albin? Hello?
Anyone?
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 I'm speaking to the party members right now. As you guys are traveling from the walled castellum to Albane, is there anything anyone wanted to do? Kook has finally been kind of shaken awake after consuming probably too much of the sleeping herbs. You have about half of them left now. But yeah, what is no one wanted to handle anything?
No.
Okay. Cool. Roll me a survival check. Oh, keep an eye out. Yeah, roll me a perception check. Roll me a perception check and see. Natural 20. Okay.
Wait, perception or survival?
Roll me a survival check. Who's guiding the caravan?
Not me.
Maros, right?
Oh,
yeah.
fuck.
Yeah, just roll me a survival check real fast.
Oh no.
Oh, whoops.
Okay, that's good.
Yeah,
18's
we're good.
Yeah, you managed to keep up the pace with the caravan. No problem. With that natural 20 and 26. Okay. Looking around, you don't see anything out of the ordinary per se. You notice the landscape is a bit different from your time kind of near Woodside. As you kind of get closer to Albin, you see a bit more traffic of people, all different kinds of people kind of heading into the city. But no immediate danger. If there was any, you would have seen anything. No one in particular like really sticks out to you of like watching the caravan per se. If not in like not in a way of like evil intent. More people just curious, right?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of seeing new like, and I was like, oh, that's a traveling caravan. Oh, cool. And like kind of looking at you guys. But there's nothing anyone wanted to do. As you guys get closer to kind of the city, probably like 10 miles out from the city. Just check.
Sorry, what was 10 miles out? We are?
Yeah, you guys can see right now. You can like see the actual port city from where you are.
Okay. And we're just sort of passing people on the roads.
Yes.
I'm not doing anything, but I will say that I'm not outside of any of the wagons or anything. I'm like inside.
Inside
really
the
not
actual.
trying to interact with any of the people along the road.
That makes sense. Yeah, there's definitely people like looking at you guys and like, oh, that seems like a lot of merchants. Oh, maybe they'll have some new wares in the market by the time we get in there. And there's like some just chatter around you guys. But people just seem just generally just curious. as you all are about a mile out, you see flags of the Kingdom of Arvin on the gate. Flags with this horizontal knotted pattern, golden pattern, of a single cord. And as you get closer to the city gate, there is 2 knights in kind of full plate, and their front kind of cloth is this kind of golden cloth, and with that same pattern across it, knotted pattern. And as there's a kind of stop, like a handout from Urfo to stop the caravan. One of the knights approaches Urfolk. And is anyone close to you guys? You guys said you were like the second cart or so, right? Or I forget where you guys said your position in the caravan would be. I don't want to see.
Maros is leading it.
True.
We would be near the front.
Yeah, I would say that you're probably the one behind Urfolk, if that makes sense.
Are folks up front or Calvin Ursa?
Remember, Ursa's not really here. Urfolk is the representative of the whole caravan.
Okay.
So yeah, Maris, you see.
I don't think I knew that.
You see Urfolk getting talked to. Is there anything you wanted to do as this is happening?
Who is this? Like a city guard talking to him?
Yeah, you see a knight in full plate. For you, roll me a history check, actually.
Okay.
$21. For you, their base garments and their weapons, actually their swords, are very familiar to you. Because Fletcher Smithing has done some work for Knights of Arvin, some of the golden knights, some of the kind of troops of those knights. Maybe not this one per se, but you're familiar with kind of this armor and kind of you see the swords on there at their sides, and you can tell it's very close to that kind of standard issue kind of work,
right.
Reminding you of some of the knights from home.
I'll walk up there then.
Yeah, he seems to Urfolk. He's like, yes, we're traveling caravan. He's like, yeah, I just want to see. Actually, you see the knight will take off his helmet, and you see a half-elf man kind of talking with the Urfolk. It's like, yes, so we would just need to see paperwork, and one of the knights can escort you guys to the bazaar. But he sees you come. He's like, sir, is there a problem?
No. I was just seeing what you needed.
Oh yeah. So we're just gonna need some paperwork, and Urfolk will hand over. Roll me a perception check as he hands over this, because I'm not sure if Baros has seen this. With a 12, you see, just quick glance, you see the paperwork of the caravan, right? But on this, you see the signatures and seals of Kelvin Ursa and Ridgard Frill. Kind of just for a quick glance, and as he hands it over and he's pulling it out, and he's like, okay. This looks good. And you're traveling with bodyguards and the like. And Urfolk's kind of nods. He's like, yeah, yes, we are. I think everything should be in order. He's like, and it's like, yeah, everything's in order. Like I said, one of the knights or one of the volunteers will escort you to the oddity and give you a place to set up within the oddity. Welcome to the port city of Albane. And it'll kind of give back the paperwork and kind of usher you all in. As you all go past, you kind of see the city, and as you go past like, the main streets and head toward the oddity. As you kind of walk in, the smell of salt water and smoke hits your nostrils. Like, actually, you kind of already smelled that as you were coming up. And as you go through the city, it's very busy on the main streets. There's loads of different types of people. As you head toward the oddity, there's kind of people just like shouting at each other, or like, oh, well, you can knock 3 gold off this. And I was like, I saw you drop the shipment today. And like, then there's just, you can hear discourse of people kind of trying to haggle for certain, goods and things. And you make your way to where caravans can set up in the oddity. And what are you all doing as you get in?
Street Story is somewhere in like the middle of the pack of wagons.
Just walking.
Kind of like a fixture. Yeah, just walking with everything. I don't think I got any of the information that Maros got, but I was definitely watching the conversation from a distance. More so watching Maros to make sure that, everything was fine. He's got his helmet off under one arm and is just sort of not trying to look official or imposing in any way, but just like watching to make sure that all of our people get in safe and there's no someone comes flying out of a side street and causing issues in any way.
Roll me a perception check.
Sure.
20. Okay, dirty 20. Do you hear you can hear folks gossiping as your caravan's coming through just like some of the main streets and heading toward the oddity. Definitely more so lines of curiosity. And some look at you. You get some stares of distrust. Could be a way to describe it. As people look at you quickly and they're kind of taken aback and kind of quickly kind of go about their way. But nothing sticks out to you of people looking to do anything to the caravan. They look at you and they look at the caravan, just quick glances and what the hell, and kind of go further on their way into the city.
Okay.
As you guys make your way toward the oddity, this kind of large open market, the volunteer with you is so you all can set up in this area. There should be enough space for, he counts all your cards. Yeah, this should be good. You guys have free reign to set up in this area in the market. Just, follow the rules of the oddity. The merchants here are quite friendly. As long as offer it to them, there will be no problems.
Is this guy talking to Urfog?
Yeah, he's talking to Urfog, and I guess anyone who is toward kind of wants to be kind of in this procedure
I'll walk up.
conversation.
In somewhere through that conversation.
He's like, and there shouldn't be a problem, but I see you guys have protection, but very smart. Yeah.
Just so.
Um.
Can I ask you where I can find all these rules of the oddity and how it works?
There is he'll motion over to kind of a larger tent. So going over there, there should be the quartermaster of the oddity should be able to give you some extra information on things. Yeah, you guys should be all set. If there's any other questions you guys needed or anything else you guys needed, you can always ask them or ask me right now. I know I'm just one of the volunteers for the Knights of Gold, but I know I've been in Albin for a while. If there's anything you guys wanted to know, just let me know. That goes for everyone, for the caravan. And is anyone else up here besides Urfog and Irian? Possibly Mars?
I am not.
Okay. While this attendant
Hard
is...
to say.
Okay. While this attendant is here, if you have any questions for him. It's just a human man.
I will stick out a hand. I'll switch hands for my helmet and just stick out a hand and shake his.
Oh,
Strict story.
Percival.
What was your name, friend?
Percival.
Percival.
Yeah, good to meet you.
Good to know you.
We get a fair amount of different people in Albin, so yeah, don't.
I'll pretend I didn't hear that.
So don't. There might be some curious folk who haven't seen Goliath people, but don't worry about the glances or the looks.
No.
He's like, well, any questions or anything before I head back over to the gate?
I'll just bow my head and sort of excuse myself from this and go over to the quartermaster's tent.
Yeah, and you kind of see Urfog and Irian kind of talking like, so he's like, you kind of hear a tail end. He's like, so
if anyone else wants to do anything, this doesn't have to be on screen. I'm just.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm
so
going to go copy down all the regulations and everything. This is something I do. Yeah, I'm expanding my rule book.
Okay. Yeah, you kind of hear before you leave, Urfog's like, so we're setting up a mini forge. Is there anything that we need to know about doing this? And it's kind of like talking about the logistics of how the caravan's going to be set up. But yeah, what's everyone else doing as you might be proceeding to load out, basically.
That's really loud on someone's speakers.
Sorry.
Ian moment.
Well, it sounds like we just got noise complaints.
Yo, yeah, no,
true. Forge isn't even now. Ding, 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 ding. Yeah. Anyway, what is everyone else doing as like?
I imagine with like a giant port city like this, the forge won't be the loudest part.
Oh no, there's the.
You're
the
probably
port,
right. There's definitely a bunch of noise down closer that get to the water.
Unless Urfog is like a monster 24/7 all hours, Smith.
Right. So I guess my question, even though it's out of character, was more like, is there like a cutoff time, like a curfew for
like
loud
when
activities?
the market gets kind of
or is this an all-night city?
It's kind of like it's a little bit like that, but it's kind of like where the Tinter had a time where like the wee hours, like the things get closed down, right?
There's not like a
toward-
curfew, but most shops, close
most
around the
most
same
shops
time.
they want to go to like the President District, or they want to go to some of the other places in town, so they'll like shut down at a certain time, like evening ish. Some people will stay open, like
Interesting.
some of the jewelers or like seamstresses or some like people who sell food and things. They may stay
I
open.
suppose obviously it's like your best judgment. Like you don't need to have a forge open at 2 a.m.
Exactly. And like there's actual permanent residents here too, so they might have, a little scuffle. You might get some complaints to the Knights of
Sure.
Gold or something.
Sure. Okay.
But yeah, there's a little bit of time, I guess, before you guys are loading out fully. Well, I would say anyone helping load out, I need strength checks from you all to just to help kind of load folks out, even if you're loading just the bodyguard tent itself.
Just
Is it
straight
strength or
roll?
athletics?
Athletics.
Athletic.
Ugh.
Jesus Christ.
Clearly the herbs are still in me.
Yeah, like you're. The crit
Not
failed
only
herbs.
that, Velitha with a +0 rolled as good as us with a +9 and +7.
Holy crap. Yeah, so as Mars, as you head over and kind of help Sarah down from the cart, you kind of start getting your tent stuff for the both of you all. And jeez, Velitha, you I guess help get your own stuff. But most of these people, this caravan, they know how to get their own. All their stuff's packed very good to load up and load out. Elle, could you roll me athletics if you would?
Oh, I have to help?
There you go. She's not
With
helping.
these hands? No. No.
With her
Not-
fragile ice hand.
Ice hand
Yeah.
can't help the pores. Truly,
Yeah, it smells like pour.
it sounds like pour. I can't help. You'll see.
I don't want to catch pour.
Let me see.
Right,
something.
it's...
Let me see something real fast.
Yeah.
Roll me a perception check.
Good
Very
thing.
L. Elle, roll me a perception check.
Perfect.
18. You see, kind of over. You see Quiz struggling with a box.
Fine, I'll go help.
Yeah, you kind of see her like a box of herbs and things. It's like kind of feels the weight kind of lift off. She's like, oh, Elle, you didn't have to help me with that, or
Oh, it's okay. I don't mind.
okay. And you kind of help her kind of load out her car. Lily kind of is already handling her own stuff. Simon's like, don't. Kind of looking at you, Cooked. He's like, kind of sees you like picking out one of the box of jewelry. He's like, don't pick up that one. Cooked.
What
Don't pick that one up.
is it? What you got? Like a nuclear bomb in here or something? Like what's going on? What?
No, if you spill that shit, it's like $1,000 all over the street.
Yeah, it's,
Do you
it's
think
like-
I'm
it's a
that
box of
clumsy?
jewelry. He's like, are you gonna pick up this box? Cooked.
I'm gonna pick up the box. Pick up the box.
So
gonna
with this crit
re-roll.
fail.
No, I'm gonna I'm using my lucky roll on this shit,
Oh,
man.
okay, all right.
All right.
Oh,
Failed
dude.
again.
My
Hell
guy.
See,
So okay, as Simon looks at you and he's like, "Coot, don't pick up this box." You see him like kind of looking very worried. You're like, "I can pick up this box. I can do it." At first you pick it up and you're like, "Okay, I didn't bend with my knees." So next time you pick it up, you bend with your knees. You kind of take one step with it. You're like, got it. Take a second step, be like, easy. Then take the third step, and it's just like it slips out of your hand. Just you're just like something breaking inside of the box, and Simon's just like, you can see Simon just mauling, kind of just like shaking.
Oh, hey, look at the time. Hey, I gotta fly. I gotta go.
And like you see him go over to pick it up. He's like, he's just like shaking. He's like, I can get more materials. It's fine. I can get more materials. he's gonna pay me for those materials. You guys see him just like looking at the box on the ground. But everyone else, you get to help load out everything.
I'm gonna slide around a corner and just sort of like pick Cooped up and walk away.
And Simon's like, I would say with those rolls, it takes about probably 2 hours or so to unload everyone. The tents aren't like fully set up just yet, but everyone is like fully loaded out of their carts. Slowly starting to fix tents and things. You see Emma grabbing some of her fabrics. I would say that Velitha, you help Emma grab some things. Kind of seeing her kind of like a little winded, kind of pretty quickly. And let me see, what's this? But yeah, I think it's a good point where everyone's like, well, good work, everyone. I would say by tomorrow we should have ye open for business. I'm gonna head over to the quartermaster's tent and figure out the lay of the land a bit, but I would say that we should be fine. If you all want to do some exploring of the city, we should be okay. As he kind of heads over to you, and you'll see Boobo like, are you sure, Mr. Schwartz? And he kind of look over to the rest of you all.
I shake my head.
He's like, I insist. I also need to make that report of what we saw. The knocked out guards at the walled castellum. I have to go do that as well. Irian will be here if you have any questions for her, but I think, if you guys want to explore the city, or if wait till tomorrow, that is also the case as well too. But I'm gonna head over to the barracks and make that report, and quartermaster too. And you kind of see him just like, kind of walk into the city, and you see him ask for directions. He's like, where can I find the? You kind of see the conversation trail off. But what did everyone else want to do? As like, you guys have a little bit of free time if you want to go out tonight, or you could till the morning.
I say we wait till the morning.
Yeah.
At the very least, we should not split up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it sounds good to me. I'm just gonna do whatever you guys want to do for this one.
Yeah, agreed.
Velitha is not going anywhere on her own in this place.
I wonder why. Honestly,
Is that a comment in character?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, but I wonder why. But
Velitha starts referring to herself in third person now.
Right.
True.
Does she do that?
Yeah, no.
We'll see if that's a trait that develops, but no.
Yeah, as you well, you guys decide to stay in. Yeah, I would say that you guys have made your tent, kind of the bodyguard tent, the one you all share. The Fletchers have made kind of with Maros. Maros, you've kind of, you know how to work your tent. Work that with help from Sarah as well. You guys can see, is there anything in the immediate area anyone wanted to do kind of while you're still in the oddity?
No,
Kind
not
of-
really.
Okay. Well, I would say, the night is, it's fairly quiet. There's still some shops open right now.
I do want to walk up and down each street and sort of take a mental note, like
Okay, yeah, for sure.
how many, what's nearby, who I can expect to be at which business, like
Yeah.
take a note of the streets and the layout and all that.
Yeah, sure. I would say you wouldn't even need to roll for this. Honestly, is there a passive investigation? Is that a thing?
There's passive every score.
Yeah, well, passive investigation for sure.
Mine's
you-
11.
11. So yeah, you find basically like see the faces and the people of the tents in the next kind of area, the next block from you guys. Basically, all you guys' tents are going to be in this kind of block of the oddity, and you kind of can go to the block to the right of you all and kind of see like all like the next 6 to 8 tents down from you guys, and kind of see the vendors there, kind of memorizing what they sell and who they are. And you can walk a bit further in and like the next block over as well, the next row, which is like probably the next 10 to 12 tents from this one, kind of figuring out what's in this area and who you might see. Some of those tents are closed right now though. I would say those tents are closed. Was there anything anyone else wanted to do, like with the night?
No.
Okay. Nice.
No, we're good.
Okay, good. I had to ask. I don't know what shenanigans you guys want to get
How
into.
many times though?
You know,
We just got here.
I know.
We've been on the
Hey.
road for weeks.
True.
No.
Like I said, one of you guys might do something insane. Yeah, I would say the night is
They'll have to plant a bomb. Is that what you want, bro? You want me to do some terrorism? I'm sleep.
Oh, I did not mean to roll that.
Nice.
Sorry.
Still better than cooked.
True.
Yes, sir.
Well, after taking your night, actually, wait. There's something I need to do.
Hmm.
In the distance. Well, actually, the night goes as planned. You all go to your tents, go to sleep. But indulge me as I take you to a place far off, far from time. To an arid desert. You see the scene, the sun hanging low in the distance. And then you hear a crash and a skid, a shift, grains of sand. And you see a beast break across the sand. It looks human, if not for its long red hair and sharp red claws and fangs. As this beast crashes against the sand, in the distance, far from it, you see a figure walking toward it. Each step with purpose and intent. To his side, you see a large gray wolf. As he makes the last step towards this beast, he is in full view. Bandages wrapped around each of his arms. His chest, a tattered leather breastplate, and his face wrapped multiple times. The strands of this wrapping are waving in the wind. He speaks out the low voice. "This is the end of the line." As he puts both of his fists up, the beast gets back up. She holds out a claw toward him. "Why do you care what I do to them? Isn't it our right, our purpose to rule over them?" And the man just simply says, "No. That is not what we are made for." And you hear the sound of battle ring out. Oh, Maras. You get up the next day. You see the woman combing long red hair and in front of a small mirror as she kind of readies her hair to put in her hijab, and it's like, "Oh." You kind of see her smile, kind of at the mirror. "You're up."
Yeah.
And early too. Look at you. You have any plans for today?
He's just gonna shake his head.
I see. You know, Elle was concerned about you recently.
What do you mean?
Well, she was concerned about our relationship and thought I was taking advantage of you.
Oh. I mean, maybe.
And you kind of see her like look disappointed for a moment. Like, well, I wouldn't do that. But I mean, are you okay?
Yeah, I think so.
I see. And you kind of see that she's finished like their hair, and it's like, well, our agreement still stands. Does it not?
Yeah, it does. I hope so.
Okay. And she will she'll get up and kind of head towards the tent. It's like, well, I'm going to go check on Emma and explore a bit if you want to come with me.
Yeah, we'll follow her.
What is everyone else doing as you get up the first day in the port city of Alban?
I am heading straight to find Alfei.
Okay, good. And what is anyone else? Anything else as you get up? I'm pretty sure Yori was already up. I'm pretty sure that.
Already up.
Yeah.
Absolute unit.
He's a. I see. Velitha, Elle, what are the two of you guys doing?
That is a great question. I'm gonna get a coffee.
Classic.
I see.
I'm out and about. I'm not really doing anything specific. Just walking around.
Just walking around the oddity, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. Maros, with Scotia on your arm, you head toward Emma as she's setting up kind of her, setting up her tent and getting linens carried out. She's like, oh, Sarah, Maros, it's good to see you two. You come to visit me so early?
Yeah. Figured you needed a wake up call.
It's like, oh, well, not particularly, but since you're here, Maros, could you carry those things for me?
Yeah, sure.
And there's a bunch of like fabrics and things, like a kind of a box of linens that you can carry over to a certain place for.
The athletics button?
Yeah, just from the athletics. Definitely low. Oh yeah. You carry that box, and you carry like two more boxes as like you see Scotia and Emma talking. And I would say you overhear probably Scotia wondering about her health and kind of how she's feeling, and you kind of see her looking intently at Emma. Kind of as you set the third box down, you guys see them. She's like, "Did you guys want to stay for tea or anything?" I know.
Yeah, I could take some tea.
And you all get him sit down and have tea with Emma.
So
Cooked. I need you to roll me an investigation check as you head out from the oddity. Investigation 13. In the immediate area, I would say that you can find some people to ask where this Alfei might be. You head to the block over, two blocks over from you. There is a half-elf woman kind of selling some things. You wanted to ask her.
Excuse me, miss.
She's like, oh yeah, sure, you can have this. And she's like, oh, yes. What'd you need?
Sort of pull out a little scrap piece of paper. I'm looking for someone named Alife. Does that ring a bell?
Talking about Miss Veron. So, if you head here, and she'll kind of like walk out from her tent, be like, so head 4 blocks down here, and you'll head to a kind of district where there's a lot of permanent shops, outside of just the market here, and you'll find tucked away between 2 large buildings there is a small shop, and that is where actually it's called Eureka Corner, and that is where you'll find Mistress Furon. She's eccentric to say the least. Strange character. But you should be able to find her.
Okay. Very well. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No problem.
But by the way, what are you selling? What are you selling here?
I hate you, Ian. I hate you, Ian. She is selling DM moment. She's selling fuck you, go to Elephant. I'll figure that out later. Oddities. She's selling oddities in the oddity.
Oddities in the oddities.
Alright.
Interesting.
She's selling magic items that you can't afford.
Yeah, she does stuff.
Really? Oh. Well, I mean, I still might want to peruse when I do have the money.
Oh, yeah. Maybe. She's selling uncommon magic items. How do you like me now?
Uncommon.
I hope you get lost on your way. roll me another investigation check. Yeah, 10. Yeah, you get lost.
Oh my god. Fucking
Yeah, as you make it out from the oddity, and you kind of go into like the busier streets, you kind of understand the scope of this city now, and like there's a lot of people kind of during these morning hours. There's a lot of people going toward the port to kind of get goods. There's kind of getting that wave of people getting to work toward the port, so you kind of get lost in that crowd as you kind of head over there. And there's people like, oh, another day. And you hear people like kind of conversing about stuff, and it's like, roll me a perception as you kind of you're trying to push through this crowd and see what you hear. It's just here's some general gossip. You're like, yep, I hear there's some new members on the consortium. It's like, yeah, couple got voted in this time. It's like, oh, sounds good. Maybe there'll be some changes. Yeah, and you kind of hear stuff about like, oh, there's a new caravan in town, I heard, and there's like some just whispers of things. With a 14, you hear, you push through the crowd and make your way down to where there's some more shops, and you almost walk past it. Actually, you do walk past it, and you go through over the directions in your head again, and you double track, and that's when you see it. Tucked between 2 large shop buildings, there is a smaller building. And you see outside there's like kind of contraptions and like there's like a small gate, and then you can see that this place is like a little worn down, to say the least. But you think this is the right location.
Okay. I'll try to walk. Is there like a door I can? Is there a door or something?
There is a door. It's seen better days, but it's still closed.
All right. I'll knock on the door.
As you knock, you hear a voice. It's like a you hear like a explosion in the background. It's like, oh, shit. It's open. It's open. Just the latch toward the bottom. Open it yourself.
Okay then. I'll sort of fumble with the latch a little bit.
And like you just lift up the door. It's like, and it makes like a bunch of noise as you open it. Like, just come in. Just come in.
Yeah. Okay.
And as you walk in, you happen upon a small shop. There is a wide array of just scrolls kind of on the ground. There's items with runes kind of carved in them. Some seem to be broken, some fully formed. There's lots of different things kind of stacked into this small shop. And as you see someone with like kind of protective goggles on, as they're like building and like using kind of lightning magic to kind of graft a rune onto something. And you can kind of see like there's a puff of black smoke emanating from the area that she's in. It's like, what did you need? Hello?
Yeah, hi. Yeah, I was sent by Mahogany from Woodside.
It's like, oh yes, Hagen from Woodside. Cool, that's really grand. And you kind of see you're like still like trying to messing with something on the table. That's really grand.
Yeah, he told me to give you this big crystal to make a pouch for my elemental, basically.
And you kind of see her stop. It's like, oh, Mahogany. A crystal. And you kind of see her put down kind of what she's working on. She'll like look at you for the first time, pulling the goggles off. That's when you see her. I'm gonna give you a handout. Woo. All players, you see before you a female Medusa. As she kind of looks at you, you see blue eyes, and as she kind of adjusts her hood.
Hold up. Am I going to turn into stone if I look at her directly? Is that how that's going to happen?
You're fine. You're fine.
Okay.
You see moving underneath her hood these white kind of snakes, kind of also looking toward you. She's like, so what do you have now? Oh,
Yes, sir.
I didn't introduce myself. I'm sorry, that's rude. Aliphae, what is your name?
Aliphae, pleasure to meet you. I'm Cook. Cohesive.
Cohesive. Interesting. What do you have for me? And you said Mahogany. he wants a favor, doesn't he?
Well, yes, I suppose. Long story short, I found this, well, stumbled across a water elemental,
Ooh.
sort of beat it down to its, former glory, and sort of took it under my wing, no pun intended. And now, yeah, I basically have this water elemental that I'm trying to just, befriend, I guess, and
I see.
doing the proper
And
steps, I suppose.
She'll look at you up and down, and like look at you hard, and you kind of see the snake heads kind of also looking at you like intently. She's like, magic currents. So you've stabilized yourself with the spirit, bonding with it. Interesting. And she's like kind of like getting closer to you and like looking over you basically. I would say that she's about like, she's probably taller than you. She's kind of looking around you. So what, you have a crystal for me? Is what you're telling me?
Yeah. I'll pull it out of my bag.
Set it on the counter.
Yeah.
The crafty man, Mihagen. I see what he's trying to do. So, what do you have the spirit in right now?
I have him in this little water bag thing. Water sack.
I see. Don't open that in my store, please. But
Yes.
Good. So you want a way to house this water spirit in a more hospitable place. Interesting. You can already see her like the snakeheads like moving and looking around to like other things kind of near her workbench, and looking at like certain items. She's like, and she's already like kind of talking to you, but not really. She's like kind of grabbing things. I see. And she grabs the crystal from you. She's like, sit down. And like as she points somewhere and you look around, there really isn't a place to like sit down per se. Like there's just inventions and things everywhere.
I'm just gonna sit on the floor, I guess.
And like you see her like quickly moving, and she's like, so the crystal, and kind of the wand that she had before, you see her kind of carve with it a rune that you've seen before, kind of on the small stone that Mihagen had for you, the water rune. She's like, and she like draws one out. She's like, I see. Okay. And you see her grab like kind of metal pieces too. I'd say this should take me 20 minutes, 2 hours, I don't know. And you kind of start seeing her working.
Okay.
And as she's like working quickly on this, you see it start taking form, and the crystal's being hollowed out, and she's like drawing runes all along the surface of the what's now becoming a cylinder. And she like kind of clicks in some kind of mechanical pieces onto it. Let's see, so this could be here and here, and as like you're waiting here, and for probably it's becoming like an hour. Is there anything else you were doing in the store?
I've just been sort of more or less like reading and just like looking at the miscellaneous things in depth, I guess.
Yeah,
scattered around.
You like roll me a perception check if you're looking like for something particular in the room.
Okay.
You see kind of these boots with wings on them. And there's like a note near them, and it's like, failed experiment. Go too fast, hurt user. May hurt the user. Then there's like another item. It's a wand. It's like probably mixing combustion magic and ice magic. Not the smartest thing to do. Near that one. Do not touch. And you kind of see that her hood's like finally, her hood's off, and the snakes are kind of just like, kind of more looking at you, looking at the item as well. She's like, I don't know if I said this to you, Cooked, but don't touch anything.
Sorry, just sort of, just there's lots of things here that you have, and it's very intriguing, I must say so myself.
So I guess, well, here at Uric Corner, I am always looking for ways to make magic and tech become more one.
I see.
Craftsman of my nature is uncommon, but I'm appreciated, I would say. Especially by the adventuring lot for some reason. But they make good test subjects. I mean, customers.
Uh-huh.
And you kind of see her quickly kind of make a one like a bang onto something. She's like, then like etch some more runes onto the cylinder. She's like, so I remember telling you not to open your watery friend in my store, but I think we are fine to do so. So at the moment, so what she has before you is like a cylinder-like flask, but on one end there's like this golden kind of cap on it. Kind of lightly, one is a golden cap, and there's another there's like a housing unit at the other end, something that you can wrap kind of around, put onto your body. Like there's kind of leather straps for you to like put it on your person, kind of behind you or kind of to your side. It looks like I said, like a smaller cylinder with two kind of things. It's like a little small little like I don't want to say it's like a fanny pack, but like it's something that you can like place around your shoulder or around your waist. And it's like, so I'm going to turn both of these contraptions here, and the runes on this crystal are going to activate, and when I turn them, it'll open this cylinder, correct? And hopefully your spirit friend will inhabit this.
All right, very well.
I need you to roll me an animal handling.
All right, let's see.
13. Okay, so let me roll something on Aliphae's side. Okay, so it's like, on the count of 3. 1, 3, and she opens up the cylinder. And I would say you have barely like any time to open up the Jizo, and like right as you open up the cap, there is a torrent of water. Just like you had the water skin full, but honestly, there's more water in there now. There's like a strange amount of water in there, if that makes sense. It gushes and like hits the ceiling of the shop, and you see like Jizo looking around the room, like trying to find an exit. Roll me another animal handling real fast.
All right. Oh god, I'm lucky rolling. I'm using all my lucky rolls for this, but I don't care, man.
RP moment. Okay,
RP
so you
moment.
notice. Okay, at this notice, you notice Jizo like looking for an exit and like looking panicked, I would say. What are you doing to calm him down?
So like they're just gonna stare and point at Jizo. It's like, Jizo, no. I'm fine.
He's like,
Okay.
He's like looking around, but you notice that he sees the cylinder and is kind of transfixed by it. And she's like, Alfie's like, so this works, please. It should probably work. And you see Jizo just and head into this cylinder. And she's like, quickly like closes it. It's like, oh, yeah, I knew it was going to work. By the way. Just like,
fair enough. Fair enough. Well,
so this should be a nice place for him to be, and should give you a better connection with him. If you would attach it to yourself.
alrighty.
And add a character. I'm giving you Jizo.
Let's go.
So how this is going to work, it's going to be a bit like how the wildfire spirit works for druids. And a lot of the... There you go. You have access to Jizo's character sheet.
Nice.
How some notes to know is you can only use this feature twice, and you expend all uses whenever you finish a short rest or long rest. I will give you these notes to you personally. Some you can put on your character sheet.
Gotcha.
The spirit manifests for 1 hour until it is reduced to 0 hit points, or until you use this feature, summon a spirit again, or until you die. Let me send this to you. Okay, you have access to using Jizo as an actual feature. This took me a while to come up with.
Yeah.
I almost gave you a whole subclass for it. You see her, she's like, oh, well, I will you kind of see her like looking at you and looking at the item, like, current stabilized attunement. Well, did Mihagen say he was going to pay for this?
Yes, I do believe he mentioned something of that.
I see. He must mean a favor of some kind. Well, if he did give me the crystal and I did get to work on an item. I see. Well, I will leave that with me and him. Let me know if everything works out as intended. If there's anything I can tune up with it, just let me know. You're an adventurer, yes? If you have any other friends of that nature who need some oddities, strange magical attunement items, just bring them my way. Bring them to the corner. You can't see
Very well.
like, well, if there isn't anything else, I have to work on this other project. Hopefully it doesn't explode.
I have something for you.
What's that?
You bring up, it's like, if I want to bring my adventurer friends over, is there something perhaps I could, showcase to them, in a more practical setting to lure them to you, perhaps, that I can use?
Roll me your persuasion. like, she'll look at you. She's like, not that. That's too dangerous. Maybe this. And you see her kind of like get up from her workbench, kind of head over, kind of pop her back. She's like, opens up like, you see she goes up to a wall and there's like a bunch of drawers. She's like, this one? No. This one? Mm-mm. This one? Nah. No. Ah. And she'll head to like the bottom left drawer and be like, here we are. And she'll hand over to you like this small red bead. It's like, hand it to you like carefully in your hand. She's like, here. This is a condensed, concentrated fireball. Be careful with it. I wouldn't drop it from a high place or, be rough with it because it might just explode onto you and, burn you alive. But this would be something that you could show them. It could help you in your adventuring needs.
Right. So do I just throw it? Do I throw it at someone?
Throw it. Contact. Rough contact. Can trigger this. And as you look at it, you see like very intricate fire, like a very intricate fire rune is like on this small bead. Kind of, it almost as you see it, it's like you look closely at the bead, it's like it's keeping it stable. Like anything could make this thing you see like that raging fire inside the middle of it. Like anything could just make this thing just go off.
And finally, how much are you selling these? Like, do you have an abundance of these, and how much are you selling?
Oh, definitely not. This is two of a kind. I've only made two of these, and just as something I worked on in my leisure. But
okay,
could be something of use. But
okay.
I can make many different things.
Okay.
I like it. And you see her kind of put back on the goggles, and like the snakes like just kind of retreat kind of behind her hood. It's like, well, I am going to finish what I was working on. You can see her of a wand. She's like, you can see yourself out. Make sure the door has a little trick to it. If you want to just slam inward and then hit the latch and shake it. Whatever's fine.
Oh, okay. Well, pleasure to meet you again. I will see you soon, I suppose.
And she kind of like wave you off. And you hear shit. You hear like smoke kind of as you shut the door. Not that one. Was there anything anyone else was trying to do as they were in at the oddity?
No, I just got my coffee and went back to camp.
Oh, okay. Roll me a perception check. I would say the coffee's not really in the oddity per se. You'd have to go further, kind of where there's more permanent shops. Kind of on your way back, you notice a community or something like a board where there's like posted bulletins and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm. Well, I guess I'll go look at it then.
Sure. Looking over, you see some people like looking over. You see you see a large kind of orc man, looking at it. And next to him there is a halfling woman, and kind of over by the kind of like sitting next to them, there's a Sturgy Alpha. Looking, it's like, Samson, have you found any jobs? Like, I'm looking for something. And guys, as you go over to the board, you see the board, and it's like on full display. Is there anything you were looking for in particular on the board?
I'm just looking. Just curious, I guess.
Yeah, you see, say for free, you see as Samson's like scratching his neck, or scratching his chin, he's like, he'll like notice you and look over at you, but he kind of will continue looking. There is, next to the board, there's a general, kind of like, there's a summons from the Knights of Gold. It's like, summons for Night Watch or Gate Watch. Volunteers will be paid by the Knights of Gold, by the 15th Knights of Gold. Come to the barracks. And you kind of see another thing that's there, and it's missing person, with a reward of 500 gold. I'm just asking for help to find a person. You also see another simple notice, and it says, meet or ask for Dunn in the Pleasure District. Find Dunn. That's D-U-N. Find Dunn. And then there's another strange kind of scribbled note on there. It's like, could you, if you take this notice, meet me at the Western Gate. Urgent concern. And you can see Samson, he's like, well, Rallo, I don't see much on here. There's a couple bounties that we could grab, if that pleases you. And you see that the Alfolk look down, be like, oh, bounties could do. And you see the halfling woman be like, Samson, just pick something. Just pick a job. And you see him grab 2 bounties from the notice board. Bounties it is. And you see the group, the 3 of them, kind of head over as Samson reads the 2 out. Anything you wanted to grab from the board?
I want to go find Dunn.
Yeah, you can grab the note from the board.
Nice.
As you head back toward the district. Sorry, the oddity.
Okay.
Kind of at this time, Maros and I guess you guys you'd be finishing up tea. Coot, you're on your way back with this new item kind of on your person, and you can feel with your connection, you can feel that Jizo at peace in this new housing.
That's good.
Yori and Velitha. You see Elle come back first. And you said Velitha would not have been going into the city proper?
Yeah, not alone.
Okay. So yeah, you see Elle making her way back. Yori, you would definitely see. You see that she's coming back to the kind of where the bodyguard tent is.
Did you find the coffee?
Yes, it was very out the way. Very inconvenient.
Hmm.
But I also found this note.
Did it make it worth your time?
I mean, I guess. I'll just sort of hand them the note.
Yeah, it's a simple piece of paper. On it says, "Look for Dunn in the Pleasure District."
This is
For-
the
for
one you
work.
grabbed.
For work.
This is the note you grabbed from. I assume this was a posting board.
Yes.
And you picked the one that said Pleasure District.
I thought it looked cool.
I'm not judging.
This doesn't have any sort of like, hey, come see me. I've got a job with this amount of reward. It's just like, hey, if you're
Yeah, in the Pleasure
curious
District,
at all,
ask for Dunn, basically. In the Pleasure District, ask for Dunn.
I'm gonna hand
very
the
cryptic
piece of
note.
paper back to Elle.
At this time, you definitely see that, like, Emma is, like, kind of bidding... I'd say you would see this Yori, bidding Scotia and Maros leave from the tent. You're free to come through at any time, as always. And thank you. And you can, Maros, you definitely can see that Scotia will get closer. Like, I'm still looking. We'll find a way to use the lotus correctly. And even through the veil on Emma, you kind of see like a knowing look in her eyes. I know you will. And you look over and see the rest of the party as you exit the tent. Mars.
Alright, then I will join up with them.
Scotia would be like, I'm gonna go find something to eat.
Okay. Be careful, please.
It won't be like that.
Okay.
Just I might go hunting even.
Alright.
And she's gonna head back toward your tent. Yeah, the party's here.
The party's all here.
Cook, you definitely.
Gang's all here.
Kirk, you're definitely making your way back. Just at this moment, I think you head right into the oddity and are making your way back, and you see party grouped up.
Hey gang, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
Good. Have a condensed fireball. So that's
What?
pretty cool.
Hey, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, excuse me, what?
Wait a minute.
What?
Where do you
Well,
find
is
these
there-
things?
Am I in like an open space or something like
Well,
that?
we get it, but
No,
where the
no.
fuck
You're
did
about
you
to
get it?
throw it.
No, you're not
This
in
is
an open
worse than the
space.
water spirit you think we haven't noticed yet.
Oh, well, we'll get to that point. Basically, I have this condensed fireball, sort of act as a sort of marketing tool for you guys to sort of go
And
to
so
the.
I repeat my question. Where the fuck did you get that?
Yeah.
That's what I was getting to. God damn it! So, this lovely Medusa-esque person. Yeah, named.
You have a
Fine,
girlfriend?
You have to look at them with both eyes.
You're
I don't think
dating
you can do that.
Medusa?
Is
No-
she
no.
your girlfriend?
Here, just
We've been
just
in the city
shut
for
up.
26
shut up and
hours.
follow me.
Right.
Follow me. Shut up and follow me.
No. I don't want to go see your girlfriend.
Yeah,
Ugh.
that's weird.
I need to know if there are more fireballs.
Yes,
I didn't
come
think I
with
could
me.
get
She has
anyone
one
to
more
that.
left. She said she has one more
You
left.
know what? Fine. I'll go see her. Been in this fucking town for 2 minutes and you've already got a girlfriend. See Eldridge just stomp off and be like, whatever.
Cook shenanigans. Yeah, I guess everyone's following Cook to Eureka Corner. Yeah, on the way there, everyone roll me a perception check, though.
Including me.
No, you know where you're going.
Okay.
You know where you're going. Honestly, this isn't for that. Roll me a perception check. L, you're good. You've already seen what this is. Cooked. Roll me a perception check on your way over.
Okay.
Oh, I see. Cooked. You're dead set on finding. It's your second time. You won't get lost this time. You're trying to go back to Eureka Corner. L, Maros, Beltha. Beltha, Yori, Maros. You guys see the community kind of board on your way over. As you're like kind of heading to more like the permanent kind of shops and things. You see the board where there's a bunch of posted things on it. It's a large board. There's many like papers and bulletins on this board. And you guys are
sort of nods his head towards it in Maros's direction.
Hey, look, it's the done board. I like that board.
you
Anyway,
Kooks, you lead the way back to Eureka Corner. There's a in front of you guys see it, the two large buildings next to it. Smashed between these two large buildings, there's a small shop.
great, and it's a small building as well.
You'll be fine. You'll fit in. Don't worry.
Willie. Willie, though.
You'll see.
True. We'll see. You see the door works as a door. In front of
What is that? A door that works as a door,
I mean,
as opposed to functions as a wall half the time.
yeah, it tries. It's trying its best. You can tell this door is trying its best.
Someone else should open that. I don't think it would survive.
Here, I got it. Don't worry.
Yeah, you do the trick. You kind of find the little latch and just open it. It's like you hear another like a zzz, zzz of like working on an item. It's like visitors again. Cool, that's great. Hello.
Hey, Elfay, it's me again. I showed the
Hi.
condensed fireball, and clearly everyone was had their mind blown, so I brought them over.
You all make your way into it, and you see that this shop is packed with items and things everywhere. There's very little floor space here, and if there isn't, there's like things on the wall. And at the very end of the shop, there's a counter, and you see a figure with kind of glasses working on something. It's like, oh, you brought more adventurers. Nice. Hello, welcome to Eureka Corner. Place where we combine ingenuity and sorcery. Or something like that.
You love him.
What?
I mean, hi.
And you see her pull off her glasses, pull her glasses kind of down to her neck, and you see, as you look at her, you see the snakes kind of underneath her hood start moving. And you see these pure kind of white snakes with yellow eyes kind of looking at you. And she's looking at her. She's looking at you. She's like, well, hello, Elle. And she holds out her hand. Alife, Veron. Pleasure to meet you. Pleasure to meet you too. Adventurers like this Coot, like our feathered friend here.
Yes. Yeah, this is everyone. Hello. Everyone say hello to Alfei.
Hi, Amaros.
Oh, I like the craftsmanship on your armor.
Oh, thank you.
Why'd you say it like that?
And you see her looking down. She's like, Drake scales. Interesting quality. Protection.
Yori doesn't fit in this building.
No,
just
you don't.
He goes to stoop through the door, takes one look at the lack of places to stand and the amount of things that are just hanging over the aisles or whatever, and I know that even Yori or even Maros is gonna have trouble finding the place to stand in there.
Oh yeah, the five of you.
You're close to 7 foot tall, right?
I think I'm 6'7" or something like that.
Yeah, you're kind of feel cramped in here, and she's she's sitting. Right now, she's sitting down. She's probably 5'8" or so. It's well, yes. She's looking at you. She's kind of sizing up Maros. Interesting craftsmanship. Oh. Did you do the enchantments on that axe?
No.
Oh,
No, I did not.
I see. Maros, roll me a perception check. Natural 20. As you look kind of at her and are looking around, kind of in her general area, you see something tucked behind her to the left. There's something in front of it, but you see a familiar symbol. And this sticks out to you instantly. You know exactly what the symbol is.
I'm gonna point at it and ask her what is that?
Oh, well, I should have it displayed more since it is prestigious. And she'll push some stuff to the side. She's like, me, a desert girl from Dandu, becoming a part of the Arcane Brotherhood. Such a thing.
Who?
The Arcane Brotherhood?
Asked.
You're in that?
Oh, yes.
Oh, okay. Yeah, me too.
Oh, I see. That's why the That's why your armor work is so good.
Yeah, that makes sense why that stuck out to me. Okay.
Oh.
Familiar symbol on there. So
You guys see it. I should display it more, but it's not that big of a deal, is it? Who knows? Well, what brings all of you here? I'm sorry to your large friend who can't quite fit in here. It is a small place, but I see you
I
back
would
there.
come in if I felt like breaking something.
Oh, there's true. Well,
I do have a question about your neighbors.
yes.
What do they do, and do they know that they're bordering this particular collection?
Well, the nice lady who lives to my, can't see her, look at her to my left. She has what does she have? Oh, well, she's a florist of some kind. Lots of flowers from all over Arvyre, and some strange ones from the continents of Way. And then my right, what does that dwarf gentleman do? A strange man from the far reaches. I'm not sure what he does, per se, but my neighbors are fine. The occasional explosion or two or bad experiment, they've grown accustomed to that. Roll me an insight check.
Yeah.
Roll me an
Does that even get past my passive?
what's your passive?
11. I rolled a 16 though.
It definitely does not. Oh man, she seems to think that everything's fine with her neighbors, for sure. But you kind of can glean that might not be the case with the amount of stuff that's in here, and you don't know the story of her neighbors, but you can probably.
I kind of expect to go into either of the other buildings and see that most of their things are like up against walls that do not directly border hers.
Yep. It's like, yeah, well, there was that one incident where I blew through the wall into Thurston's shop, but he wasn't too mad about it, I don't think. But anyway, why'd you all come to the corner for? What can I help you with?
We need you to stop selling explosives to minors.
What do you mean? This is a fully grown Eric Cochran man.
Yeah, and your neighbors are fine with you blowing through the wall.
Well, I mean, not every experiment goes well. I mean, look at the level of detail that I had to go through with that contained fireball in his hand. I mean, imagine holding a spell so explosive into something so tiny.
He is right
And
now.
it's about the size. It's about the size of a marble.
Actually, if I gave you specifications on a specific combination of spells,
Ooh, you have me intrigued. What did you have in mind?
Just sort of like he reaches in a bag and pulls out the book and then flips to a section near the front and pulls out like 2, maybe 3 sheets of paper with just a laundry list of notes.
actually, can one of you give this to her again?
I knew that was coming. As Yori reaches over and grabs these pieces of paper. Who's gonna grab him from through the doorway?
Any one of you, or I can come in.
Don't.
I mean, I'm a little crammed as it is.
All right,
I'm not taking anything, thank you.
Who's the closest to the doorway right now?
I would say. Wait, who came in? Fiori was like,
Belva?
probably.
Yeah, probably.
All right, we'll pass it along. Go down the line.
You felt that you go kind of past some of the things arranged everywhere. Grab the papers from him, hand him down the chain to, I guess, Cooked. Are you out front with Maros?
Yeah, I presume I'm at the front here.
Okay. And Jan's over, she's like, oh, thank you. And she's like, what is she looking at?
These are gatecrasher talismans.
Ah. Let's look at this.
I had sent you a message about this a while
Correct.
ago, but it is a very so the 3 pages of notes are from like years possibly, just different things different notes about how different spells work, different things that he's picked up in the different worlds that he's been in, but it's not like a diagram or instructions. It's just, here's what needs to happen if this is going to work.
And this was the communication thing we talked about, right?
What part of gatecrasher sounds like a comment link?
Oh, no. Wait, what did you say this was? Send this to me again, because I want to see if I
Gatecrasher
can
talisman. Let me
pull that up again. I want to see what these spells are like. Ooh. Oh, this would really get her brain going. Let me roll something with it. She looks at the spells. Kind of, I would say these spells are like more written out. She's like, yes, catapult. Arcane knock. Interesting. Very lower spell, common. Glyph of warding. Glyph of warding. And you kind of see her like looking at notes and pulling up like books and things and like going looking at stuff. Interesting. Something that comes point of entry. You are a crafty individual, aren't you, sir? What was your name?
I'm Strixjory.
Well, Strixjory, this could be done. This could be done. So, and then you kind of see her start actually grabbing things already. She's like, glyph of warding, and she pulls out like a quick wand and does the warding glyph on it. Like, warding, place this here, and find a place to sit down somewhere. If you would.
Does anyone else have business here? Because we can come back.
Oh, well, if leave these notes with me. I can make something. These in your notes, Gatecrasher talismans, as you say. I could make something of this nature. Give me, I guess. This is a lot, actually. Now that I'm looking at it, this is a lot of arcane forces. Combination of
You have 2 days.
2 days. You're saying objugation, and you kind of look at her. She's like, "Oh, this is a challenge." Give me a persuasion.
My charisma is maxed, but I don't have proficiency in persuasion.
Anyone want to help him? Anyone want
It's a
to help?
17.
17?
You could help.
I'll help.
Sure. Okay.
Still a 17.
Okay, well, she'll look at you. She's like, 2 days. 2 days. Abjuration. Transmutation. And what else? 2 days. Oh. Fine. 2 days it is. Come back in 2 days. I should have a prototype. If it is not to your liking, we'll put some more time in between then. Goodbye. I must get back to work. Everyone. It's like, thank you, Cook, for coming back again and showing me your very curious friends.
Hey, no worries. Thank you again.
Yep. As before, the door, shut it on your way out. Jiggle twice, slam firmly. And she'll let you guys all leave the cramped space that is your corner. As you guys leave, we're gonna take a little break. That's a good spot to take a break. Yeah, we'll be back in a little bit. Yay!
Hell yeah.
These talismans are gonna be sick. Actually,
I've had
now that I'm
those in
thinking
my
about it.
back pocket since season 3.
Yeah, now I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I gotta see how this is gonna work. It's kind of cool. But yeah, we'll be back in a little bit. You know, get some tea. You know, stretch. Do what you can.
True.
Right?
Tough to get
You get
in there.
you get in
Hello?
there. If you at least you get in the penis pump, you want to stay put in it, right?
Yeah, but
I'm still not
Dude.
sure where the
in would
swing
be
comes
tough
in.
if you're chalked up.
Funnily
you're
enough,
chalked
Josh,
up-
this has actually been a running conversation and
If
not
you're-
We
something.
pranked ourselves, I
This is a
think.
good
Yeah.
point.
Yeah.
Hold on a second,
Jesus,
though. If you're chalked up,
guys.
you're gonna have a tough
This was
time getting a
suggested.
perfect penetration on the penis pump.
5 minutes ago.
I can't stand you guys. DM
Josh, you know
comes
what's
back.
hilarious? You know what's actually hilarious? Like about 3 minutes ago, we were literally just talking about so how are we gonna prank Josh this time? And Matt was like, "Oh, well, we got him already with the butt chugging thing," and then I was like, "Well, one thing that made me want to do is just as soon as he unmutes, just say swinging into the penis pump," and then we just got into the full-on discussion about penis pump swinging Olympics, right? Or it's just it just spiraled.
Anyway, welcome back to Tales of
Welcome back
Arvyre.
to Tales of Arvyre.
Frank, you know what? I love my players. You know what? They're all great. They're all awesome.
We're just trying to make new sports in between the game or
Yeah,
in the break. here.
So
Josh is a hater.
you know,
We're doing
Yeah.
our best to
So,
keep this show
a
from
meteor-
being
a meteor-
sponsored ever.
a meteor falls and hits Alvin. Everyone dies.
Hey, listen,
you know.
when-
Hell yeah.
when that
I mean,
becomes
that's
an
the only
Olympic
way this
sport-
campaign's gonna end.
True.
Yeah, shit. Jesus, you guys are insane. All right, yeah. Well, you guys have left Eureka Corner and the eccentric Alafeifera.
We've what?
No. What are you guys doing as you guys hit the street?
It's a fantastic question. I'm glad you asked.
You know, I don't think Amaros would be hitting the street per se, because that might hurt his hand. But
Yeah, roll me a dexterity save. Yeah, just for me. Yeah. Just for me, the DM.
huh? No,
Did
I'm
you-
not hitting the street. I'm not doing it. I'm saying it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'm
Thanks.
not doing it.
Oh, okay.
Shit.
I
We're rebelling.
refuse.
RV.
It chooses to fly.
TM says you have to hit the street. Mara says no.
No, I can fly.
Classic Moros back at it
Yeah.
again.
You guys are on the street. What's going on? You guys are in kind of more where the shops and things are.
Mara's tried panhandling.
You could.
There are better ways of making money.
I don't know. I wanted to see what happened. Never tried.
Roll me a charisma save. I mean, you just roll me a. Just roll me a.
Charisma?
Yeah, just straight charisma.
Is this a save or a check?
Oh, that was a
check.
save.
Check. Roll me a charisma check. Just straight charisma check.
You're welcome.
How did you want to do this with this natural 20?
I'm
How'd you-
I'm gonna locate somebody that is dressed very nicely.
Okay, you see a
Are we kidnapping someone?
high
No.
elf. You see a high elf gentleman dressed in fine, kind of cerulean robes, like fine cerulean, like kind of shirt. Very well embroidered. You just look at him and you know that this is well embroidered materials, and you see
All right.
him walking towards the store.
I'm gonna go bump into him very, very gently. Very
He's like-
gently.
he's
I'm
like-
not trying
he's
to
like-
hurt him at all.
He's like, "Well, what do you have to say?"
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't see you. I didn't mean to bump into you, sir. I was in a hurry.
He's like,
My apologies.
"No, your apologies is right. Well, I need to be on my way.
Oh, of course, of course. Can I ask you really quick, sir? Would you by chance be able to donate to my charity?
First he'll like stop and like look at you and be like, you see him like kind of thinking, he's like, wouldn't hurt to be a philanthropist, of course, giving my money to good causes. What's the cause that you have here?
Oh, we're feeding orphans, sir.
Good cause indeed.
Oh, of course.
How much? Well, let's see how much he has on him. I gotta roll it. Where's my D100 at? Jeez. Let me get no dice for this. Okay. That's a lot. That's a feasible amount of money. Because people gives you, I was going to spend this on me. But giving it back to the community is the right thing to do. And he gives you a pouch of money. He's like, make sure this feeds as many orphans as it can. I know it's probably not enough to feed, but usually never is. And he hands you a pouch of money. It's like, if you would, be sure to. My name is Jaren, by the way, and if you would, you can see him snap his fingers, and an attendant will come up to you as well. He's like, send me. My attendant here will be looking for you. Where might he find you to get a report on how many this helps? I always like to brag in social situations from time to time.
Oh, of course. I'll be over in the oddities area.
I see. Well, we will look for you.
All right. I'll look forward to it.
And it's like, Lord Jaren, make sure you write that name on your character sheet, because I might forget it.
All right.
When your players try to do something insane and just there's no getting out of this one. Yeah, but what you got is 58 gold. And the attendant will kind of give you a brief nod, and Lord Jaren will go about his way back shopping.
First of all, that's not panhandling. But you did prove me wrong.
Yeah, I mean it worked, but I'd probably have to donate this.
Why?
I don't know, because he's gonna look for a report on it. I don't know.
He wants a receipt.
Yeah, I guess so.
I don't think there's a report on orphan donations.
I mean,
roll me,
yeah, he said he was gonna follow
L.
up
I
on
need
it.
you to roll me a
He's
perception
using
check.
this for tax write-offs.
Yeah.
I need you to roll me a perception check real fast, L. You see, kind of walking away, and you see the attendant like looking very carefully at Maros, like almost like trying to really remember his face.
Oh.
As you look at the attendant there in Air Genasi, young, very young, honestly.
Yeah, you need to donate that.
Yeah. I don't really need any more enemies.
And for you, this seems like fairly familiar. That some nobles might be inclined to, like, in social settings, be like, oh, see, I donated to blah 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 charities. What have you done with your? They might be inclined to really play up the amount of goodwill that they're putting out in spaces. But yeah, what's everyone else doing?
Are we going somewhere or back to the caravan?
Yeah, I think for me, I'm heading back to the caravan. I don't really have any sort of purpose of anything.
Who had the note? Was the note given back to Elle?
Yep.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, Elle, you still have the note on your person. Just simply asks for done. That's it.
Let's go find Dunn right now.
I would say now it's probably like midday. It's like probably like 1 or so. Honestly, would Kook have been up at any other time? Let's be real. Yeah. You did go. You went over there early. But yeah, I would say it's midday now, afternoon.
Let's go find Dunn.
Kook, are you gonna?
I will follow you.
Okay.
Good, because I have no idea where I'm going.
I assumed as much.
Hey!
Is everyone going with? I won't
Yeah,
lead y'all any other way.
Later, Coops, if you would wish simply to go back to the caravan.
Kook, are you just going back to the caravan, or are you heading with the others? Mars, where are you trying to go to?
I'll go with Yuri now.
Now, where's Urinel going?
Find Dunn, bitches.
Find Dunn. I don't really know who Dunn is, so yeah, I'm just gonna go back to
Neither do we. That's the fun.
Oh, okay. Well, I kind of want fun. Alright, I'll tag along, fuck it.
I don't want fun. Only a little bit.
Okay.
Just a little bit as a treat.
Just a
So
little bit, yeah.
the person
What do you
leading,
wish to do, Velitha?
yeah, it's all Velithus. You're leading this one.
Oh boy.
What?
I didn't say that.
Wait, Velitha, you're just tagging along.
Yeah, I'm kind of just staying in the back, dude.
Yeah,
I'm like a guy at John Woodside with my hood.
trying not to get seen.
Yori is directly calling you out then, and asking what you would like to do.
Yeah, let's go find the. Yeah, let's go find that guy.
Yeah.
Velitha has been completely
Inside
not
check.
paying attention, completely.
Surely it.
but just completely internally focused on themselves.
Yeah, like
Inside check what? I didn't mean to roll that. What do you
Would
inside
this,
check?
would this be... I'm inside
Kind of-
checking you.
like body
Right.
Do you-
language, like general like presence here. Roll me. This is still kind of a deception, honestly.
Okay, let me roll that.
Honestly, I hope you roll really high. No, it's the same.
So like, it's barely noticeable, and like I think everyone else in the party is just like, yeah, okay, Velitha's down to come with us. But you can sense a uneasiness, kind of ever since you guys have kind of walked through the gates of Alvin. It's been
Is this more than usual? Because I've never not known Velitha to be uneasy
it's
anytime we're in the same
True.
place.
True. It seems to be a bit more than usual. Well, you're taking note of it for sure. And I think the rest of the party would probably be like, it's just Veltha being Veltha. But you notice a bit, a little off. L, roll me an investigation check. I believe you will find this place.
Oh, I got bad news.
Hey, was anyone helping her in trying to find the mentioned place on the note?
Sort of. I am not trying to figure out where the hell Dune is, but I do know that we need to get to the Pleasure District. And
there you go.
Along the way, Yuri is like making mental notes and trying to sort of work out spatially, how the city's laid out.
Yeah.
He's not, how do I want to say this? He's not paying attention as much to people. He's leaving that to sort of a passive thing, and focusing entirely on building the space of the city
for sure.
Mentally. This is like day one prep recon Yori.
Oh, for sure.
Do you want me to roll investigation to try and figure out?
Roll me an investigation.
Okay.
16. You kind of see El go over to ask someone, and it's like an older dragonborn man. He's like, "What? Get your own damn directions." And he just kind of blows you off, El, and just leaves you to be like, "Oh." He just walks.
About it, that man seemed rude.
And you kind of looking around, see Yori. So you look around and can see a kind of the flow of people and the kind of other buildings. And you're kind of at the edge of where there's like kind of this kind of commerce kind of area, and there seems to be some shops and some bars and taverns, kind of heading closer as you get towards the port. Sleight of hand, what's this?
Okay, it's way more obvious than I wanted, but Yori, instead of like saying something or pointing it out, is gonna try and just turn L so that she sees it. He was gonna try and do it subtly, like just stand in a certain position so she had to turn, but it's really kind of obvious that he just sort of spins her.
Yeah, as you're just like and points you in the right direction, you see kind of going toward the large kind of shipping area, shipyard, and kind of where you can see like ships in the distance kind of docked. You can kind of see taverns, places, other places, kind of toward this area, kind of to your, I guess, east. But you have a heading. As you get kind of closer in the Pleasure District, whoever, roll me a roll me a persuasion. If you want to, roll me a persuasion. If you're looking to ask about folks, to like personal kind of conversations with folks.
Fucking hell.
You go up to.
Can I help?
You can.
Can I help?
Yes. Roll it. Roll me one more, L.
Alright.
Or would you rather I roll this? I have a +5.
Sure.
Yeah, go.
Yeah. You kind of see L go up to another person, and like they have like a city jaunt. So like, Elle goes up to a person. They're kind of
it's
just
not much better.
yeah, it's not gonna quite. You see the person, they look at you in the face, and they're just like, and they kind of, you can't catch them. They're walking with a purpose. Yori, like you stand kind of in the way of a person, they like bump into you, like, oh shit.
Yeah, I think what happens is I wanted to just join the conversation, but as they were busy and decided to be slightly snooty, I may have taken a little bit of offense and just stepped in their way to make sure that they're part of this.
It's
Not actually helping.
You see a half-elf woman just like bump into you. Just like, oh, well, excuse you. Can I help you with something? Or like, what? And she like kind of looks up. She's like looking at your chest, and then she like looks up. She's like, oh, okay, like this tall ass.
My apologies for bumping into you. But my friend was trying to ask you a question.
It's like, oh, okay, sure. And she'll look at you, Ellen, like, what did you need?
I need done.
Huh? Roll me a,
Role playing that 8.
that's role playing the 8. Yeah, for sure. Let me roll something. It's like done. Oh, done.
Yes.
That's a good sign.
Well, you can find Done at the Sea's Delight. Ask for him in there. What is it? She's like, what is it? 1 right now? Yeah.
Yeah.
Ask for him in there. He could be in there, maybe not. But hey, that should be helpful. Anyway, I have places to be. So, and you kind of see her just kind of like quickly back up and walk away from you guys.
We did it.
8 rolls an 8.
We found them.
Oh yeah, we haven't.
Roll me another, I guess, persuasion L. This time with advantage, since you're asking
Okay.
probably for something very specific, like a location.
Nice.
Oh, dirty 20.
Dirty 20.
We'll take that. You go up to another person. It's you see a black dragonborn. Kind of like he has his pipe and he's like talking with this guy actually talking with another kind of human man. This guy has like the look of a sailor. He's like, yeah. Hey, you guys want a drink on break? Or that's probably not safe, right? That's probably they're like kind of look at him funny. He's like, yeah, well, hey there, miss. How can I help you?
I need to get to the sea place. I forgot what it was called already.
Sea's Delight.
I need to get to Sea's Delay.
The seas to oh. Yeah, so that's a good place. I've been there a couple times myself. Isn't that right, boys? And a couple of people are like, yeah. So you go. Mill kind of pointed out to you. He's like, yeah, go up here, and then go blocks down, make a left, and it'll be hard to miss. I tell you, it'll be hard to miss. But yeah. Maybe I'll see you there or something, right?
Yeah, maybe.
And he's like, you're gonna see him just like take his pipe and start talking back with the sailors again. What are y'all doing? Well, it's time. I would say with that help, you go down the next few blocks, and like he said, it's hard to miss. You turn the corner, or you see a large tavern. Unlike any that you've seen in Woodside, and even, I would say, it's on par with some of the ones that you might have seen in the capital city. In some of the nicer areas, obviously. This tavern is 4 levels. And in front, there's this large kind of maiden, kind of like a ship maiden. That's the sign. She's like kind of gesturing, and you see the sea's delight in front of you. And from here, you can't like even gauge the, like, I'd say you can even see if you look on the side street that it's not just 4 levels, but like it extends back like a bit too. But yeah, you're in front of this large tavern. There's people even at 1 p.m. There's people heading in there now.
Let's go in, I guess, then.
As you head in, you hear the sounds of light music playing. Light music playing in the background, in this ambiance. Just on the first, as you walk in, this open area. It's not as lively as it could be at kind of peak time. There are you see a bunch of like waitresses and waiters like going to different tables and things like that. Like I said, it's not too packed in here right now. And the bar from the first level is open, with I believe 5 or 6 patrons at it right now. What are you all doing as you get inside? There's kind of this open area in the front. There's not many tables. There's kind of tables all along the sides and things. And as you look up, you can see like the multi kind of on the sides, and you see like stairs that go up to the next floor, the floor above that, and then there's like this big, just where you can see all the way to the top of kind of the ceiling, where there's a bunch of like hanging like chandelier type things, and kind of all this nautical kind of themes heading in the whole place. But yeah, what do you do as you get in? You see the bartender is a fire genasi woman serving some drinks to, said the 5 or 6 people at the bar currently. A couple of tables have people. Actually, in this app, it's a vibe in here, honestly.
It do be a vibe. I would like a drink.
She'll look at you up and down. She's like, oh, new faces. So, what can I get you?
Do you have any wines?
Yeah, of course.
I
Uh,
love this place.
what vintage? We have things from Arvin Vineyards. What vintage?
Just
got the-
give me your finest. Your recommendation.
Ah, classy woman. I like that. And
Mhm.
she will grab a bottle that seems to be about like a 10-year-old. Like, you look at this and it's reminiscent of something that you might have had in your family wine cellar. It's like a 10-year-old kind of Arvin wine. It's like
Mhm.
fresh from the capital, right? Then she'll kind of open it and pour you a glass. It's like, any of you lot want anything? Or are you just looking?
Do you have any milk?
Milk? I mean, I guess I could get that. Just plain milk?
Yeah, just plain milk.
Sure.
Thanks.
And you kind of see her pull open like a cold like a compartment. You're like, strange request, but here
Gonna chug it immediately.
it's goat's milk.
Nice.
It's smooth. It's great. It's refreshing. It's nice and cold. It's like, anyone else want anything?
No, thank you.
I would like something.
What would you like?
Have you heard?
No.
Here
Of
we
the
go.
Please,
dark
please,
and-
God, no. Please, God, no.
Of the dark and
Oh,
stormy.
we are blacklisting you from every establishment.
He's like, oh, I've heard of it, but that's something the Delusians like, don't they? We don't do that
Delete
here.
and me.
Let me make something very clear to you, my friend. If you order a dark and stormy, I'm taking the marble.
How about this, Yori? I'll cut you a deal. Cut you a deal.
It is midday, my friend.
I'll let you handle the condensed
I was not
fireball.
asking your permission.
Oh, I'm just saying. I'll hand you the condensed fireball in my drunken slumber, so it's far away from me as possible, and you just give it back to me tomorrow morning.
I'm just looking at the bartender like it's the camera in the office.
she'll look at you. She kind of has her she's resting on her hand, like, well, like I said, we don't do most of those Delusian drinks here. None of those strange ones. I've heard of it. It's rumored in bartender circles. What's his name? What's his establishment called? The Leaping Tiger or something? Or whatever. Strange mixologist. What I can do for you, though, I can give you a special brew from my home.
Ooh.
Have you ever been to the Providences of Way?
Don't believe I have, funny enough. I'm very
Wow.
intrigued, though.
We have a nice plum wine that is, well, to die for. We heat it up. Like, you kind of see a fire on her finger. And she's like, "Oh, heat it up for you too." And she kind of blows the flame out on her finger. Anything we aim to serve here at the Sea Delay. And she's like, "And for your big friend, what would you like, sir?"
I was clear. I don't need anything.
Okay, well, the plum wine, then my avian friend. Also, roll me a perception check. Maros. Actually, this is definitely for Cooked. Cooked, Maros. Actually, everyone. Everyone, show me a perception check.
I see nothing. All I want is
Oh,
We
booze.
do be
Oh, booze.
perceiving though.
Sheesh, natural 20.
Let's
We do be
go.
perceiving
Eyes
though.
open. Belitha, you're looking around the ambiance, wondering like what this place is like at peak times, like when all the sailors get off from work. Yori, you notice this. Maros, definitely an L. I'll give you just a teeny bit more. I'll give you a teeny bit more. You notice another Eric Cochran gentleman sitting in the corner, kind of eyeing all of you, kind of intently. He, from here, like, he's like very like just looking at all of you guys. For you, L, though, you see, this guy, he's been watching you ever since, probably from the street. And you felt him looking at you guys the whole time. You see a black feathered Eric Cochran with, you see he has no weapon on him, but around his kind of feathered hands there's these, what you could maybe think of to be like almost like brass knuckles, or like kind of heavy gauntlets that he has on, and he's just sitting there and sipping some water, like looking at all of you guys.
Huh.
And at one moment he like adjusts the gauntlets and he like and like takes them off and puts them on the table, and then they hit the table with like heavy thud, both of them. He's like, what's interesting about him is, unlike Cooked, he has no wings. And you see the Fire Genasi bartender, she's like, well, let me pour this. And you see her like quickly just get up this, gets you a small bottle, and gives you like a smaller cup. Like your friend said, it is 1 p.m., but you are paying 3 gold for this. And she's like, 1 gold for, she's like, for you, the wine is 5 gold for the glass. You got a top shelf.
Hell yeah. Easy. I hand over like a 1 gold tip too.
A 1 gold tip? Oh, she'll like grab it quickly. She's like, oh. Yeah, you know really. She's like, you know how to charm him, don't you? And she'll pocket it. She's like, well, let me know if y'all need anything else. I can help you out.
You.
And you see her go toward some others. I would say that even with that natural one, you kind of look over at the other people in the bar. There is a half-orc man, a Air Genasi gentleman, there's a woman at the end of the bar who is halfling. And then in the corner, or at a table on the far left, there is a human man sitting there just drinking, just tending his drink, hat on the table, kind of spectacles on, and he's just kind of muttering to himself. And then you saw, like I said, there's probably about 15 or so, 15 to 20 people in here. And then the Arthurxmedic man who's eyeing everyone intensely.
I'll just kind of look at everybody and be like, hey, have you seen the dude staring at us?
Where?
Well, I'm not gonna make it obvious, but over there.
Oh, well, you're doing better than him then.
Sorry, what's happening? What?
I said, did you see the man staring at us over there?
Oh, I didn't even realize there was another individual here.
Oh my god, this whole place is packed.
Really? Huh.
What were
Crazy.
you paying attention to?
I want my fucking drink. That's what
Yeah,
I'm
she
doing.
pours it. She pours the, gives you this. It's like, I'll get you a smaller bottle, and it's probably like two or three of these kind of small glasses full of this plum wine, and it's nice and hot too. Nice and warm, I should say.
Is there a bathroom in here?
Yeah, of course.
Where's it at?
It's like, oh, it's and she points kind of in the direction of where that Eric Cochran. And it's like, oh, it's down that hallway there to the right.
I didn't mean to roll that.
You're good.
So out of character, is that Eric Cochran the guy that's staring at us?
Yes.
Okay, so it's in his direction.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, sure. You head over there.
Don't-
He sees.
Don't make it obvious.
What? As you walk over, you see him just sipping some water, and as you look at him, he's about 5'5" or so. Like I said, Eric Cochran, no wings, all jet black feathers, kind of longer beak, black eyes as well. He's wearing kind of just a regular cloth, but a nice kind of cloth shirt, and some just fairly just kind of loose pants. And on the counter though, and with you just see these gauntlets.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Yeah, you gonna do anything as you walk by?
No. Gonna go to the
Okay.
bathroom.
Yeah. Well, Morris is in the bathroom. What's everyone else doing here at the bar?
Standing.
Standing, doing nothing.
I doubt there's a chair I can sit in.
They serve all clientele, but I don't know. Fully armored. I don't know per se. Probably not on this level. It's like, she's like, oh, are you sure you didn't want anything? She points at the Veltha and Yori. She's like, "You sure you didn't want anything?"
Yeah, I'm good. Thank you.
Oh well, all right. Well, and you kind of see her like as she's like kind of rests herself, leans on the bar. She's like, "Oh, you seem like some new faces. What brings you here?"
We turn to look at Elle.
Especially you. Not many times people ask for the top shelf wine. The really vintage stuff.
I appreciate my wines.
Appreciate my wines.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, what brings you to Albin? Besides, the scenery.
I need to find Dunn.
Roll me an insight check as you say that name.
Done,
Okay.
done, done.
She'll look at you as you say that, and she's like, "Oh, done. Well, lucky for you, Dawn is closer than you think." And you see her just kind of not point, but like kind of nod over in the direction. And you see the man that you saw, the human man, curly, neck length, dark hair, beard, spectacles, with his kind of black hat sitting on the table, kind of muttering to himself, sipping on a drink. There's your man there. Oh, he's here a bit early.
Be right back.
Wait,
Sorry.
You're not gonna cause any trouble with him, are you?
Oh, no, not at all.
Does that usually happen when people talk to him?
Not often, but it can happen. It has happened.
I'll try to be cautious.
But just so you know, no funny business in here. We have a policy.
Yeah.
I'm looking for the sign.
There is no sign like at Bob's establishment, but there you kind of see her. Actually, he's like, well, it's an unspoken rule. Everyone gets one warning. The next one, you might find yourself missing some teeth. And you kind of see her gesture over to the Eric Icon sitting there just in the corner, kind of as he's just kind of sipping his drink, sipping his water. And you look over him, you see kind of his hands are wrapped up like fighter wraps. But it probably won't come to that. Just introduce yourself to Dunn. He's an interesting fellow.
Okay. I will go do that. Yuri, come with me.
Of course.
Thank you.
That implies that you lead. Come on.
Oh, God. All right, let's go find Dunn.
You walk over to the booth where he's sitting by himself. He's like muttering. She's like,
I'm gonna stand in between whatever's about to happen, so that I'm with my back to. Let's be honest. I'm assuming this is Hillhurst, the Karakaka in the corner.
Oh yes, it is.
But I'm just gonna sort of block his line of sight to all of this with my back to him.
Okay. Yeah, you head over to the human man he's like, yes. Like he's going over something with himself. Like just noticed he's like, oh, pardon me, I didn't see you there. Can I help you with something?
Hi. Sorry to bother you. I just noticed that you had a note on the board, and I picked it up.
Oh, you're gonna hand the note? You just place it down. He's like, oh,
yeah.
Great. I knew it would work. Yes. Well, sit down.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Did you get something to drink already, or are you good? Or
Yeah, I've got a wine, thank you.
oh, good choice. He'll hold out his hand. He's like, my name is Duncan Tanner. And for you all, here's a handout. Let's go. Yay. NPCs. Let's go.
Yay.
You see, like I
He's
said,
a
that man.
pirate.
You see his hat on the kind of next to him. He's like, I'm Duncan Tanner. Well, you could say I'm a investigator of sorts. One might say that I am that. But I put that post there looking to entice some company that would help me with a investigation of mine. That's why it was very, misleading and cryptic. I don't want just the average sell sword. I need someone who can think outside the box.
You have met your person, sir.
He's like, well, good. Is it just you and this lumbering man that's behind me?
We have a group. I don't know. They're kind of at the bar over there. I don't know if you can see them.
Like, I saw you when you came in, even though I was muttering and going over notes, but good. It's great company.
Mm-hmm.
They seem. Hey, look at all of you. They seem.
You're
ragtag, one might say.
Yeah.
But matters not. If you can do this job correctly, will you relay the information to you? Are you the spokesperson for your group?
Absolutely, I am.
Oh, he's like, well, I see. Good. Always good to have one of those. Well, I need your help. Have you heard of the Henderson shipping company?
I feel like that's familiar.
They're Arvin-based. One of the actually, Henderson himself sits on a consortium. If you're not familiar, that's you. Are you? Actually, Elle, roll me a history check. This might have been a place that you've been with your family.
Oh,
Natural 20.
bet your ass it is.
So Henderson, the name Henderson does ring a bell to you. That's a actual. They're not quite nobles per se, but they've elevated themselves to this status just from trade and their company. So you would definitely have heard the name. They procure goods from the provinces and even have been known to procure goods from the far reaches. The Henderson company it's quite large, quite profitable as well. But yeah, the name does ring bells to you, and very aware of there's like Henderson Trading Company, very sizable company. They have on the they've hired me to figure out some strange happenings going around near one of their shipping yards.
Okay.
I've been charged by not directly by Henderson himself, but one of his employees has conscripted me to do some investigation work. And as you see, I am but one man. I mostly work alone, but with this area of coverage, with this area of coverage, I would need some muscle per se, some extra help.
I'm sure that we can very easily do that with you.
I would give you a percentage of what they were offering me as compensation. And, helping someone from the consortium is always a smart move to do.
Okay. Well, I can relay that to everybody, and we're ready when you are.
Oh, yes. Well, we can run some preliminary investigative work, but next place, kind of where my leads have brought me, now we need some more eyes. Got to do one thing. I'm thinking if we get to this tonight, I gotta see if I need to do that said thing. Give me 1 second. He's like, well, relay it with your party, let them know. I will give them 30% of my rate to you all, to your group.
Lovely.
That seems fair. And
Yes.
I shall
Ooh.
stay
Thank you.
blessed. I shall well, just let me know. I'll be here.
Okay, thank you.
No, thank you, surely. And you see him, he's finished his drink, and he'll grab his hat, and put his hat back on, adjust his spectacles, well, just let me know. If not, I will procure more interesting company.
I'm sure we'll do just fine.
And rude of me. I didn't even tell you my full name. It's so rude. It's Duncan. Well, you probably know it. Dunn, but Duncan Tanner. But most people just call me Dunn.
Ah, lovely to meet you, Dun.
And he'll hold out his hand. Yori, are you still being imposing near him? Well,
I'm just standing there. It's
Okay.
kind of up to him.
It's like, and you, large gentleman, what might your name be, Duncan? I'm Duncan Tanner. And he'll kind of hold out his hand to you.
I will leave him hanging. I don't think I'll treat it Ed, but
He's like,
No, I did not.
he's like, right. Well, thank you, imposing man. Thank you. Surely. Yeah, well, you can head over to the bar again. And the fire genasi woman, she's kind of like, he's just resting on her, on her hand again. She's like, how did it go?
It was great, actually. He's a very lovely gentleman.
Oh. See? I see. You enjoying that plum wine over there, my avian friend? Hmm?
It's very, very lovely. Thank you.
Happy customers. You see her, like, there's another little person will like, the halfling woman at the edge of the bar will kind of motion for her again. She's like, well, let me know if you need anything. And she'll head over to her.
Fellas, we have a job.
Is Maros back from the back? Roll me a constitution.
Yeah,
Roll me a
back.
constitution save.
I'm
this
back.
motherfucker is lactose intolerant. and chunked milk.
Roll me a con save right now, coward. Maros lore. Your stomach was bubbling there, brother. You're trying to look all imposing in front of Hillhurst. You're like, yeah. Stomach boiling. He's like, yeah, you're lucky I gotta you take a shit, yeah. No, yeah, Morris is back.
Fellas, got a job.
What is
What's
it?
the job, gamer?
We are going on an adventure to find a shipment man thing for the man over there.
You'll see him like give you a brief like. It's a brief wave. He's like,
I'll just wave back. Like, he's very lovely.
Is he friends with the other guy that's staring at us?
I don't know. I don't know what that dude's problem is.
I kind of want to punch him in the face.
Don't do that.
Whoa there,
let me
bud.
see. Let me see if.
That's the bouncer.
It's a bouncer?
Oh yeah.
If you want, you can see how well he bounces, but then we're not coming back.
Stop it right now. I like this place.
Alright,
I
fine.
don't want this place ruined.
Me as the DM, I'm like, go for it. Yeah, like, make enemies in this city. No, just joking. Don't do that. But yeah. Ella's. What's the party thinking right now? As Duncan's just waiting there, just like twiddling his thumbs, like you see him like pull out a magnifying glass, like
I'll do the job.
It's
I'm
like an
done.
NPC moment where he's like, "What's wrong with you?" Waiting for us. What's the matter with you?
What's the matter with you?
Listen, we're gonna be here for a minute. We might as well take the job.
Let's do it.
Arc avoided. Party declines job.
I mean, you could. That's perfectly fine.
We leave out tomorrow.
No.
You could.
I like done.
I like Alvin.
It's
Damn,
a
I
good
like it
spot.
too.
Out of character. I like Alvin.
Damn.
In character. Yeah.
Man,
You
character,
know,
fuck
actually,
that
roll me
bitch.
a D100, Veltha.
Oh shit. Just get my mouth shut.
Oh no.
Yeah, you
Fuck
should.
it.
Nice.
I don't know if it's nice enough.
Nah, I got 62% friendship. Let's go.
62 friendship wins. Let me see some real fast.
Nice cock.
Friendship
Nice.
achieved.
Didn't say nice cock back.
Yeah, where's that image? The crying. He didn't say it back.
Damn, it's bad.
Let me roll something real fast. Noted. Okay. Duly noted. Yeah. I guess you can head back over to him if the consensus is we're doing the job. You're doing the job. Money.
Hell yeah.
Bob.
Doing the job.
Doing your job.
Doing the job.
Well, Duncan's like, well, Eldrita, what is the consensus of your group?
We will gladly take your job.
Good. So, I guess I can go in more detail with you all. If you would come over with me to I guess, this booth right here. All of you, I guess we can fit here. So, the Henderson Trading Company wants me to find out what's been happening in their shipping yard. Strange happenings. Some disappearances of workers of late. Well, if it was, I've already ruled out, maybe some of them quit. Maybe some of them went to the capital, went to Armnod, or they went to Delos. Maybe they went here. Maybe they called out sick and never came back. I've done some preliminary snooping, and doesn't seem to be the case. They went into work, unloaded some ships. Last thing people have heard, or their coworkers heard, they were there at work, and then nothing. Then it goes cold. And it's happened to, I would say, at least 10 people. And this is not over the course of a short period of time. It's over a couple of months or so. But enough for the manager to take notice, but not enough to cause true panic. You'll kind of get close. It's been explained away the best it can. And their families compensated for, but, they say, oh, well, they must have just went on a ship and never came back, or something of that nature. But it is up to me to deduce where they might have gone. I'm going to help retrace some of my steps again and head down to the shipping, the port area. There hasn't been an attack this month yet. Usually, I think, and I feel it in my bones, there might be something happening. Spontine. Good intuition. I know I do. But what say you all? We could either start first thing tomorrow, or we could start right now.
I think we've had a long day. I think tomorrow would be good.
Tomorrow.
Yeah.
Good. I am one drink deep, and drinking on the job is only slightly frowned upon. Am I wrong?
Only slightly.
Well,
I
if
think
you
that
haven't,
explains a lot about your situation.
Hmm?
What? Oh, sorry. Did I say that out loud?
what about my situation?
No, don't worry about it, man.
Oh, fair enough.
I was talking about our feathered friend here.
Oh, yes, the Arthurxmedic. Yeah.
Deception.
Yeah, roll it, please. Let me see what his stats are at this. This is insight. Insight's on wisdom, right?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotta pull up his stats real fast. I think he has a +2 to this. You rolled a 20. That's a dirty 20.
It's free.
He'll look at you, like, pause for a second. He's like, well, not here, not there. Where can I meet you all tomorrow? We could also do a little bit of night snooping. Sometimes strange things like to happen at night. We could do day and night.
Do a little bit of both, yeah.
I often hear the lonely loner likes to freeze minded.
God's sake.
Okay, but no.
How about we do a morning shift? Take a break for lunch. Meet again at night.
Yeah, night. Yes. Very smart.
Yeah.
Of course. If you haven't already, you should come to the Sea's Delight once it's peak time. It's a sight to see. You might even meet the owner. Also, don't make a fuss over that one over there. And he kind of points at the Arthurxmedic. Coot, actually, now that you know that he's been pointed out, you see. Roll me a history check. Roll me history, because we'll see how much you know about this. Important history roll right now.
History lesson, everyone.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Let's go.
This is good for you, honestly. Okay, so he points over, and that's when you see him. You see a Arthurxmedic, no wings, jet black feathers. His hands are wrapped with like fighters kind of cloth. Two kind of fist weapons are on table. And you see his jet black feathers, you see a long kind of black beak, black eyes. And you see like just a simple cloth shirt with a hood kind of up. And you've heard stories of your sister and brother tribes in the provinces of Wei, of House Tufan. And you know this to be a Kinku. And from what your father and uncle taught you about them, kind of comes flooding back, and you hear Uncle Talo's voice to you. A memory that might have been long kind of gone. Like, you asking him about, is there just us? You kind of ask him, is there just us here? Is there others like us? Like, well, Coot. Our brothers in House Tufan are much like us. They worship the sky dragon. There's some who were exiled from the house. They served as an example. They became greedy. And they thought that they could become more powerful than even the sky dragon. They assembled the rod. They had assembled 4 pieces of the rod of 7 parts. And Sky Dragon raised the clan, the Kinku clan. He was angered that they thought he'd be gods. He burned each and every one of them with lightning, removed their wings, and cursed them. Their black feathers are a sign of that curse. The burns from the lightning removed their voices, and they could never speak again, if only to mimic the others of our tribe and repeat the words they spoke. He's like, but I shouldn't tell you such a dark lesson before bed. That's, your mom's gonna kill me. And he's like, but it serves as a lesson. We walk the path of the sky dragon. And you kind of see your uncle just like kind of get up and like, well, good night, young Coot. And that memory kind of, as you kind of lived in that memory, you kind of feel yourself back here. And he's like, you see Duncan like, don't worry about him over there. He's just old young Hillhurst is just very vigilant with his job. Don't make a fuss. He's like, well, the plan seems great. Morning, little snooping around, little asking some questions. We can go over my notes again. Take a little break in between. We can find a nice spot somewhere here in the Pleasure District or somewhere in another place. And then do some snooping in the shipyard. That sounds great. Where can I meet you all?
That is a great question. I guess.
And by the way, this job is very secretive. Discreet, yes. Hillhurst Trading Company doesn't want to, don't want people to know that this thing is happening. Especially if it gets leaked to the consortium, and then it becomes a thing.
It was a whole thing.
Yes.
You could meet us at our campsite.
Oh.
No, we can.
Oh.
We'll meet you at the north of the oddity.
North of the oddity. Yeah, sounds great. Well, and you see him like kind of gather himself, put his hat back on, kind of adjust his kind of fairly decent clothes. He's like, with that, I am going to do a bit of perusing around. Well, good day, and I will see you tomorrow. And
see you tomorrow.
done will exit Seas Delight. Is there any kind of still here in the Seas Delight? Like I said, it's around 2 now. Not peak time just yet. You know, more people are starting to come in.
I'm gonna take note of Velitha. How are you feeling with more people coming in here?
That's 62. That D162. I won't say what I rolled.
What'd you roll?
Hmm?
What did he roll?
I rolled a 75, my friend.
L.
Hello.
Big L. Common L even.
Hello.
L. You can roll a deception if you're trying to hide how you're feeling when there's a bit more people coming in. It's not like a lot. Like I said, there's about like 20 to 25 people in here now. And then this is just the first floor's filled up. All the other floors are closed currently. No, I'd say there's probably like 10 or so more people coming in currently.
I'm feeling fine.
You vibing, dude? Good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Velitha's vibing.
Yeah. I love it here.
Yeah, the atmosphere, the ambiance is great. Seas of Light is a wonderful place. Even Velva, roll me a history. I would say this is a really popular place, so you might have come in here before. You have vague memories of this place in prime time. You know it's very crowded during prime time. That's kind of all you remember. Some of the scenery here has changed. It's not the same decor that it was if you had come here probably a year and a half ago, or even a couple of years ago. The decor is a bit different. I think that's all you know with a 10. But yeah, you all, where are you guys headed? What are you all doing right now?
Any more orders of business?
No.
I need to find an armor rack.
Okay.
I'm tired of throwing my shit on the floor.
Well, yeah, you shouldn't probably do that. Let's go find you one then.
You don't need to follow me if you don't wish.
No, I'll follow you.
And well, don't worry about that. Elle and Yori, I guess, are going over to an armorer in town.
The rest of you, where should we meet later?
At the campsite?
right?
Yeah, I think the camp would probably be best bet. You just head
Yeah.
back now.
We'll meet back for dinner.
Oh yeah.
Yay!
Dang, somebody's eating right now. Damn, let's go. Sheesh.
Uh,
All right, let me just make a note. So you know, when you say something as a DM, you gotta write it down right then.
Right now.
Right now. All right. And okay, cool. I would say that you guys head back. Yori, Elle, you find a armorer willing, interesting request, but willing to find you a rack. That might cost you, I guess.
Would I go to an armorer, or is this something I would go to like a carpenter for?
True. Yeah, I think it's something special made. Yeah, it's change request.
Someone who makes chairs or something.
Yeah, it's change request. They're like, what? But, giving a craftsman a challenge is always something good. And I think Yori's getting the feel of how merchants in Arvyre operate, especially those who have some ties to the Arcane Brotherhood or have ties to kind of the traders and merchants, so the Merchants Guild. How the importance of the things you say to them holds a lot of weight. So
in just a politeness kind of way, or
I know I've told you this before, but like there's a lot of, especially the what was the thing I said before? Crap. We talked about like favors and kind of merchant pacts. I know Maros kind of got into one with Lily Ashglade as well, and you kind of are in one with the Schwartzes. You kind of understand the language of certain merchants.
Okay, Yori is very clear that he is paying for it.
Oh yeah, of course.
Not taking out a favor.
Oh yeah, but you understand like if the words you say really matter in certain interactions with merchants. But yeah, the carpenter's just like, yeah, sure, fine. This, I would say, would be.
So it needs to be an armor rack that will hold Yori's armor.
Yeah.
So it needs to be a wooden structure that stands on its own, about 8.5 feet tall, and can support close to 200 pounds.
Oh, jeez. This will cost you 76 gold.
Okay.
Carpenter's like, strange request, but it can be done. I can do it in between some of my other orders and the furniture I have from this royal. Jonas? I don't know what the fuck his name is. That's what I have my clerks for. But you, my friend, intrigue me. So, sure. And yeah, he'll 76 gold, and they should have it done within 2 to 3 days for sure. For you.
That's what I like to hear.
Everyone else, you're going over back to the Woodside.
You're gonna do that 5 more times.
Yeah, I will. The Oddity. Heading back to the Oddity. Am I correct in saying everyone's heading back home? The Oddity caravan.
Yes.
I see.
Yeah.
You all head back there. Now, most everyone is fully set up. You guys can see people heading into some of your caravan's shops. You see Bubo kind of keeping an eye on everyone. He's like, good to see you all. Come back. I guess you were exploring the town like other folks said?
Oh, yeah.
Huh? Good. Well, seems like everything here is safe. Like there's a presence of the the Knights of Gold here and some of their volunteers. Keeping some security. But besides that, I haven't felt anything malicious.
Good.
I will tell you if there's any shifts in the wind.
Thank you, Booba.
And you're like, but you all should do your own perimeter searches, just in case. And he'll kind of look at you, Yori, and give you a knowing look. Like, since you all have another job. But he'll turn and leave. As you guys head back, was there anything anyone wanted to do with the rest of the day? Like anything that you got to do? Or we fast travel, or we skippy?
I'm good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Okay. Well, rest of the day goes with no interruptions. For kind of as you go back to your tent, Maros, you see your wife preparing. My wife. You see, it's like, how did your day go today, Maros? And you see in the tent there is a rabbit being like already kind of spread out. Underneath it, there's like a brazier of like blood being dropped into it. Like the rabbit, it's just like put on like I would say it's like stretched out, I guess. Does that make sense? If you know what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's a butterfly.
Yeah, it's a butterfly.
Yeah.
It's like a rabbit there, and you can see that like there's already a cooked rabbit, like one, and there's a lot of kind of blood collected in this thing. She's like, how did your day go?
It was pretty good. Productive.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. What about you? How's hunting? Looks like it went pretty well.
Not too bad. Oh, but it would have been better if it was of the humanoid variety.
Yeah, I bet.
And you see like her, it's a fanged smile. She's like, but I wouldn't do that, Mars. You know that.
Yeah. I am aware.
And you see her, she's like, oh, well, the rabbit there is yours.
Oh, thank you.
And you see her just continue to prepare. She's like, I worry about Emma. I worry that, well, the flow of her magic it's not stopping. And the lotus, I don't want to use the lotus with no intention, if you understand what I'm saying.
Right.
We use it, we get one shot at it. It's one of a kind.
Right. So you want to use it right?
And as I've said before, I don't even think the lotus will be enough just to help her flow of magic. But this realm may offer what she needs, like mine did. And you roll me a perception check as you look at her. Even looking at her, you can see her thinking about just something, just with a nostalgic kind of look. Even with that 8, we just see her just thinking on something. She's like, well, don't let me keep you up. Well, I may turn in early.
Just keep eating my rabbit.
You see her kind of take the brazier and like kind of finish with the other rabbit, prepare it. And as Scotia thinks on things of the past, she thinks of the moment she met the faceless man. And she can still feel the shock of knowing that there was something and someone else like her, something as powerful as her. And that's where we're gonna end.
Way.
Yeah. Thank you guys for
Thank you.
episode
Episode
1 of season 5. Let's go. Off to a
Go.
great start. Yeah. We will see you guys next week. Same time. Same place. The party's they started some things I didn't think they would. Well, I mean, I figured they might, but whew, man, oh man, it's gonna be fun. Well, all right, guys. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.